The first day at a new school always feels like walking into a battlefield without knowing where the shots will come from. For 16-year-old Ella Cooper, the daughter of a man who had spent most of his life serving in the special forces, it was no different, except she had been trained her entire life to stay calm under pressure, observe quietly, and never show fear. Her father's words echoed in her mind every time she felt the world turning cold. Control your breathing, control the room. The morning sunlight hit the gates of Hillcrest High as she walked in with her backpack slung low, her brown hair falling in soft waves down her back. She wasn't flashy, didn't wear much makeup, and her clothes were simple jeans, sneakers, and a plain hoodie. But the quiet confidence in her walk made some students look twice. Unfortunately, that same calm aura also made her a target for people who mistook silence for weakness. By the second day, whispers had already started. She's weird. Doesn't talk to anyone. Probably thinks she's better than us. The queen bees of Hillcrest, Chloe, Brianna, and Macy, were the kind of girls who fed off attention. To them, a new girl who didn't bow to their social hierarchy was an open invitation for humiliation. Ella sat alone during lunch, reading quietly, when Chloe decided to make her first move. She walked up with a fake smile and said loud enough for everyone to hear, "Hey, new girl, you don't talk much, do you? Or did someone cut your tongue out?" The laughter that followed was loud, fake, and cruel. Ella looked up slowly, her eyes steady. "No," she said softly. "I just don't waste words." That one sentence made Chloe's smirk tighten. Brianna muttered, "She's got an attitude." But Ella just turned the page of her book, completely unbothered. It was the first moment the girls realized she wasn't going to play their little games, and that made them furious. Over the next week, small things started happening. Her locker was smeared with glue. Her gym shoes went missing. Someone poured milk into her bag at lunch. Each time, Ella cleaned the mess quietly, never complaining. But she noticed everything. The reflection of a phone camera behind her, the familiar giggle near her locker, the whispers that stopped when she entered the hall. She was used to this kind of behavior. Bullies operated like small-time villains, predictable and insecure. Her father had once told her, "The most dangerous people are the ones who underestimate you. Let them." One cold Thursday afternoon, as rain pounded the windows and the school day dragged on, Chloe decided to take things further. During gym class, she and her friends cornered Ella in the girls' bathroom, pretending to offer her a towel. "You know, you'd look way prettier if your hair wasn't so boring," Chloe said, twirling a strand of Ella's hair between her fingers. Brianna pulled out a small pair of scissors she had taken from the art room. Ella froze, her instincts kicking in. Her father had trained her to assess every threat within seconds. 3 girls, 1 exit, slippery floor, a potential weapon in Chloe's hand. She could end this in a blink. But she remembered her promise, never use your strength on civilians unless there's no other choice. So she just said calmly, "Put the scissors down." That only made Chloe laugh harder. "Oh, she's ordering us now. What are you gonna do, new girl? Cry." The sound of metal slicing through hair echoed louder than it should have. One clean snip, and a long brown strand fell to the tiled floor. Ella's body went rigid. Brianna giggled, snapping a picture as Macy muttered, "This is gonna go viral." Another snip, then another. The laughter bounced off the walls as Ella stood still, staring at the pieces of herself on the ground. Her heartbeat slowed. Every lesson from her father came rushing back. Control, patience, timing. She could feel her pulse sensing with her breathing, her fists tightening so hard her knuckles turned white. "Don't," Chloe said proudly, holding up the scissors. "Now you look like a scarecrow. You're welcome." Ella didn't move. She didn't speak. She just bent down slowly, gathered the fallen strands of her hair in her hands, and walked out silently. The laughter behind her faded into whispers. Something about the way she walked, the stillness, the focus, made even the bullies' smiles falter for a second. She walked straight to the nurse's office, asked for a band to tie her hair short, and looked in the mirror. Her uneven locks fell around her shoulders like jagged edges, but her eyes, those calm, steady eyes, were the same. "You always said hair grows back," she whispered to her reflection, hearing her father's voice again. "But dignity doesn't." That night, she sat at her desk, staring at the broken strands she had gathered in a small envelope. She didn't cry. She didn't post about it online. Instead, she opened her father's old training journal, the one filled with drills, mental conditioning, and lessons from the field. She turned to a page titled, "When They Cross the Line." Her father had written, "You don't fight to hurt them. You fight to remind them who they're dealing with." The next morning, she walked into school with her hair cut clean and even. The uneven ends were gone, replaced with a bold shoulder-length style. She wore her gym jacket zipped up high, her eyes sharp but calm. Every step she took felt deliberate, every move calculated. Chloe spotted her near the lockers and smirked. "Oh look, she actually tried to fix her hair. Guess we did her a favor." Ella looked right at her and smiled, an unsettling, knowing smile that made Chloe pause mid-laugh. "Yeah," Ella said softly. "You did me a favor. You woke me up." The bell rang and she turned away. But her tone, her eyes, and her calm confidence felt different now, like something powerful was hiding behind that quiet face. That day during gym class, the girls noticed something unusual. Ella wasn't clumsy or shy anymore. She moved like a dancer, precise and sharp. When the coach asked her to demonstrate a simple dodge drill, she executed it with fluid, flawless control, her footwork silent, her balance unshakable. Chloe whispered to Brianna, "What the hell is she?" The next moment, when a stray ball came flying toward her, Ella caught it mid-air without even looking. Her reflexes were too sharp to be normal. The gym went silent for a second, and even the coach stared. Ella tossed the ball back and gave a faint smile. "Gus, I just learned fast." But deep down she knew it wasn't learning. It was remembering. The discipline, the control, the composure, all of it came back naturally. As she walked out of class, Chloe and her gang stood by the lockers, watching her. Chloe muttered under her breath, "She's up to something." She was right. That night Ella tied her hair up, looked into the mirror, and whispered to herself, "Tomorrow, they'll see who I really am." She wasn't planning violence. She wasn't planning chaos. She was planning justice, the kind that doesn't need fists to hurt. And in her calm eyes burned a fire that no one at Hillcrest High had ever seen before.